going on, everyone? Dan the Glass Man here. I'm going on a little bike ride downtown. Just got off the bus in the transit center, Albuquerque Transit Center, and cruising up Central here, Route 66. Passing by the Sunshine Theater. See if there's any good shows happening here. Got Fortunate Youth coming. I don't know any of these other bands. I'm getting too old. Beer Factory, I know I heard them. I don't know any of these other bands here. Besides Fortunate Youth. I don't know who Wolf Mother is, but he's got two posters up. Cool, so this is the Sunshine Theater right here. Got a lot of shows here at the Sunshine Theater. Cool, well, let's keep on riding around, check it out. So it's been a minute since I've just hung out downtown. So right there in front of us is the Pyramid Buildings. Used to be the Hyatt Regency, but I don't remember what it is now. This is all Route 66 right here, right on 2nd Street and Route 66, downtown Albuquerque. This is the heart of the city here. You know, we first started in Old Town, which is really close to the river. And our city was developed down there in Old Town. And then eventually they moved away from the river. I don't know if it's because of flooding and things like that. But then they developed this area here, which this whole area downtown is, very historic, and a lot of old neon signs from back in the day and stuff. So I'll try to keep you guys upright. Every time I hit some bumps, this camera tries to swerve on us here. So this is the infamous Route 66 here, guys. We're coming up on 3rd Street. So right here on this corner, this used to be the corner that me and my wife would hang out at and set up our booth right here. And we would set up for the drop of water and things for the first Friday art walk. So they do a downtown art walk here every first Friday of the month. This is also the infamous spot here. I don't know if you guys recognize this area here, but this is where we had the Albuquerque riots when the COVID and all the pandemics and everything shut all the businesses down. This is the building right here across the way that got all their windows smashed and all kinds of stuff was going on. They had a fire right here in the middle of the street, right here, downtown Albuquerque. A lot of these businesses had to board up their windows during that time. And a lot of these businesses actually stayed closed. It's only been up until recently this year that we're actually getting a lot of new businesses coming in and reopening the library. This is the spot right here. Long ago, back in the day, this place here, let me see if I can get you a better angle here. So I don't know if you can see up top right there, but those are books. On top, this is the library. Long time ago, this place used to be known as, now I don't even remember what it used to be known as. I was going to say the Dingo, but this wasn't the Dingo. I think that was Bricklight. Brewster's. I think this place used to be Brewster's Pub here, and it turned into the library. We did many shows here. One of the last places that I performed about, I don't know, I guess close to 10 years ago. I don't know. It's been a long time. since I've performed. Oh wow, we got a police station here. That's new. Albuquerque Police. I've never noticed that. So that's new. We got a new police station right here, Albuquerque Police. So that's cool. Right here at 4th and Central. Probably necessary. We probably need it here. And you know, as you can see, there's not really a bunch of people on the streets or anything like that right now. So maybe they've done a lot of cleaning and clearing up the streets lately here. But yeah, I did not know. So here, let's go down this way. Let me show you. We're gonna do like kind of like a little tour here and give you a little show. So there's Amy Beale High School down here, which is interesting to have a high school right in the heart of downtown and everything. But right next to it, right across the street here, is 111 Media Collective. So I had a friend who was asking about shirts and where you get your shirts done and screen printing and things like that. And this place I would highly recommend. Our friend from high school, from Sandia long ago, back in the 90s, Mr. James Black from 111 Media Collective. He can definitely get you what you need done here. So that's 111 Media Collective. That's 111 4th Street, just south of Central here. And here's some of their prints and things that they've done. Ghetto Smith, that's funny. We have a Ghetto Smith, and I think that's just great. Ghetto Smith's Booze and Drug Store. All right, so this is where you get your screen print or your screens made. I mean, you can have them do your shirts for you and everything too. Oh, did you see that table we just rode by? That's a little skate table. There, let me pull around. So there's a lot of skaters over here, and they use that to skate on right there. See? They can skate. It's pretty sweet. So, and then, oh, here's Mothership alumni right here as well. They do a lot of art, they do a lot of t-shirt printing as well. So on the First Friday Art Walks, they do a lot of vending down here. A lot of individuals will set up booths and sell their stuff out here. I know that the city or someone started to shut people down, telling them that they can't set up anymore unless they had permits and this and that. And then we come to find out that the city claims that they had nothing to do with that, and no one is taking responsibility for who actually was forcing people to shut down and to go get permitting. So I don't know if it's now rogue again and people are just setting up on their own without having to worry about that. So, all right, so check this out. So during the whole pandemic, we had a lot of businesses that shut down. They had to board up their windows. And in doing so, a lot of the local artists came out and they basically spray painted all of the front shops. So pretty much every shop downtown here in Albuquerque had some sort of a wooden mural in the front of it. So this is the Crest building. I've always wanted this building. This is a really, really awesome building right next to the old Gizmo building and across the street from the historic Chemo Theater. Chemo right there. And then the Jam Spot. I heard this is also a place where they do, they have vendors for the First Friday. I think our friend rents out that space there for vendors to come in. You can see right next door right there. They've got their door all painted up. And then also right next door to that, you can see it's just all graffiti. So those shops are closed right there. A lot of shops have shut down. But then we've got a lot of new places that are opened. And this is a new spot coming up right here. We're coming up on 5th Street, still on Central on Route 66. So the spot right across from us here is one of the latest sensations of downtown Albuquerque, known as 505 Central Food Hall. 505 Food Hall right here. And apparently they've got a whole bunch of different varieties of places to go eat. I did hear that they had a grand opening the other day, about 2 days ago. Some burger joint opened, and they're giving away free cheeseburgers all day, guys. So, and I believe that there's a brewery inside, so you can go get your drink, you can get your coffee in there, teas, a lot of different foods. I'm sure they got like pizza, burgers, maybe pasta. I think they got like some sort of Thai food or different things like that. So, yeah, this spot right here, 505 Central or 505 Food Hall or 505 Food. This is the place to be, I guess, now downtown, which is right across the street from the Chemo. Beautiful spot, historic, also haunted, I believe. There's a legend that a little boy was hurt, injured there in a fire, and his soul still haunts individuals to this day. And I've worked in that theater, and it is quite creepy to go in underneath the stage when it's dark and no one else is in there with you. Quite creepy, but I've never run into the little boy. Now, across the street from 505 Food Court is Lindy's. This place is historic. We've had a lot of celebrities who've come in through our city, and they have a whole entire wall full of celebrities who have autographed their photos and stuff while being in Lindy's there. So that's a historic place. I don't know if that place will ever go, but that's like an original Route 66 diner right there. Not very many of these places exist anymore here downtown or along Route 66. So Lindy's is probably one of the last, if not the last place. I don't know if you can see up top, it says Bliss Building. Imagine if you had a building called the Bliss Building. That's cool, huh? So down 5th Street right here is the downtown library down that way. And then you have your Civic Plaza down there. And they have a lot of events in the downtown area. Maybe we'll go on a ride there. I'm not really sure. We're trying to head down this way towards my friend's shop, but I don't know if he's even there yet or if he's even open. So maybe we'll go down to Civic Plaza real quick. Maybe we'll go up the way here, and then we'll take a little quick detour and come around. All right, let's keep on riding. All right, so now we're headed towards 6th Street and Central, or Route 66. Different shops have come and gone here. The place across the street there used to be Bert's Tiki Lounge after it moved from the historic spot it used to be at on Gold Street. I don't know what else is down right here. We're going to be heading into, this building right above me here, just on the southeast corner of 6th and Central, is one of the newest buildings that they've opened. And maybe what I'll do is I'll ride across the street and give you a little bit better of an angle and a look. And you can kind of see this building here across the street from me. And then also I can give you a look at what's going on this side. So we're headed towards Robinson Park right now. But we may do a detour and go towards Civic Plaza here in a moment. All right, so I'm going to turn around right here and give you guys a little bit better of a look at 66 here, Central. But also I wanted you to see this building right here. So this building, sorry, hold on. All right, this building right here is a very large building on the corner of 6th and Central here. This is one of the newest buildings that they've opened here in Albuquerque. And when it first opened, the whole entire spot was vacant except for maybe 6 residents. and we somehow were invited to perform up top. I think on like, I don't know if it was like the fifth floor or sixth floor or something, like around this height up there. On the back side of the building over here, facing to the east, there's a patio that opens up and overlooks all of downtown Albuquerque. And we were able to perform up there with the band Chronic Logic that I used to perform in, and that was such a fun experience. And then, that was during my days when I was drinking and we were partying and stuff, and we got drunk and we had this whole building to ourselves. And I just remember wandering in a empty, vacant building. Um, Only 6 residents were there. Our friend had a place that we could go and hang out at, and I remember we were also over at this patio. I think that's probably where they lived, was over here. Their apartment here, and it came off the patio on the second or third patio there. And somehow I woke up way up top, up there in that atrium room, right up there. There's like a room that overlooks all downtown, and I woke up in some chair there. Didn't know how I got there, but luckily I found a safe spot to land and sleep. All right, so let's keep on moving. So more historic information here. So I used to do a lot of shows and do a lot of productions and promotions downtown, and doing different events. Being a performer myself, a musician myself. You start to book shows, and then you realize, instead of getting on other people's shows, sometimes it's better to produce your own show, so then you basically can have control of the door, control of the cover charge, control of who's going to be on the lineup, who's going to be bringing in the crowds, all that stuff. So for several years, I've actually done shows here at the launch pad. This is a historic launch pad. Many shows there. They got so many performers that come through the launch pad. Next to it here, this building is the Buccini's El Rey and Golden West. So this used to be owned by an individual named Puccini, and when he passed away, this building was then inherited by his, I think, daughter, Kathy, who was running it for a long time. And it's still known as the El Rey Theater. But next door, it's now known as Inside Out, right here. This used to be the Golden West. It used to be a saloon next to a theater. One of the oldest theaters, I think, built in like the early 1900s, maybe the late 1800s, but I think it was like the early 1900s. And so this is a historic building. They'll probably never tear it down or anything like that. It's probably protected under a historical landmark or something like that. And I believe it was 2007 when I was working here. They had something had happened in the evening. I believe they were redoing the floors with some linseed oil, and the workers, she just had her employees doing it. I hear this is what the story is. The employees were doing the floors. They were using linseed oil, and if you don't know, linseed oil can spontaneously combust. You're not supposed to just throw them in a pile and throw them in the trash or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to take care of it. I don't know if you're supposed to rinse them out every time with like turpentine or what you're supposed to do with them. I have no idea. I've never used linseed oil. But apparently it's highly flammable and could be spontaneously combusted if it's piled up properly or whatever. So what I heard is that they threw away the rags. They put them in a trash can in the front room there, and this whole entire building lit up. So now this building is known as Inside Out, and we'll cross the street right here, and I'll show you why it's known as Inside Out. So in the launch pad's still rocking, but this place caught fire, and I saw it on the news when I woke up in the morning, and I rushed down to see what was going on with our building and our place of business and everything. So here's the launch pad. They always got so much stuff going on, guys. So many different shows. And so, yeah, that night, the Golden West caught fire, the El Rey Theater caught fire, and also, oh, check it out, that Uru coming to Taos Mesa Brewery right there. And so, yeah, so that place caught fire, and this place started to catch fire, and so they had to actually, they had to hit it with all of the fire trucks on the top. They sprayed it down. I know that within that month that the launch pad had brand new sound equipment, and they had just set up with like new subwoofers and all kinds of stuff. So when this place burned down, it took out the sound system at the launch pad, not because of the fire, but because of the fire department taking out the fire, and so their hoses had to shoot on the side there, so you can still see the char on the bricks up there. This is the gutted building of the old historic Golden West Saloon. So back in the day, up here in the top, that was the office up there, and there was a bar that used to come down on this side, chandeliers, a lot of the old-timey stuff. It had wooden panels all over the place. Our sound booth was right here. We found microphones unburned. Somehow the roof never caught fire here, which, we can't see because oh yeah, you can see. You can see that. So you see how that part's now like an aluminum roof, but when the fire caught, the stage actually right above it didn't catch. So the stage is still the original stage. It didn't catch fire. This is the stage that we performed on many years ago. This is where my live, raw, and unplugged Element 37 CD was recorded here. And yeah, I got footage of it, I don't know, on some old computer. And got footage of them trying to put the fire out. And then in the morning, we came in and checked out the damage, surveyed the damage, and went inside, and I got footage of us walking through all the char and all the fire and everything. So, also what's cool is when I was working here at the El Rey, I found out that this spot, there's an old Puccini's building, 1941. Okay, so maybe that's when it was established. Puccini's building, 1941. So this spot here on the corner used to be an old speakeasy. And what I've heard is that there's a tunnel system that runs down. So back in the days, we started way over there on First Street with the Sunshine Theater, about 6 or 7 blocks away. Apparently there's a tunnel system that runs all the way down the street, all the way underneath all these buildings. And this building here has a basement with a tunnel system. It's closed off, like we've never walked down there. It would be scary or whatever. But there's a tunnel system that goes all the way down under the whole entire downtown. So then if one bar was getting shut down or one speakeasy was getting shut down, all the patrons could run underground, and go to the other one and get away before they were all busted. And there's a lot of spaces here in Albuquerque that are set up like that. All right, this spot here, this building used to be nothing for a long time. This whole strip on 7th Street and just north of Central, they used to have nothing here for a really long time. And eventually, my friend Brian Bentley, the guy who taught me how to blow glass, he actually opened up Bentley Glass here. And then there was a tattoo shop that opened, and then that basically popped off all these businesses and got this revamped over here. So I don't remember what year that was, but it was cool to be a part of revamping this little area here many years ago. So we're gonna do a quick detour off of Route 66 right now, and we're gonna go towards the main library here, and then go go to Civic Plaza. Wow. I just rode past a homeless sleeping there. And usually, like, I'd be all, woo, like, that stinks. I was like, woo, that's a lot of perfume. But at least they don't smell like anything else. And that's a good thing. But that was a lot of perfume. I have a chemical sensitivity, guys. So that kind of stuff really affects me. Alright, so we are now going to head over here. This is the downtown library. Right here off between 5th Street and 6th Street. Just north of Central on Tijeras. So I'm headed up 6th Street right now. And we'll cut across. And we'll get over, what is this, Marquette, I believe? No, this is Tijeras. I don't know, maybe the other street over there was Marquette. Oh, lots of glass. Alright. So now let's just head this way. And we'll go to the downtown Civic Plaza here. This is where they do a lot of different events. On the weekends, or, you know, from time to time they'll have different things. Also, they have a splash pad that's open. And that's really nice for the kids to come down and they can go play in the water and get wet. We have a lot of filming here in New Mexico, and especially, you know, they do a lot of filming in downtown Albuquerque. I know this building was definitely used in several different films and things. A lot of places here in Albuquerque have been used. You know, maybe one day that what we'll do is we'll go on a little tour around town, and I'll show you, point out different places of different places that have been filmed, and you know, like, at least I could tell you for sure all the movie sets that I've been on and where we filmed. You know, like down here we filmed Frank just down the street on 4th Street here, when 4th Street used to be all closed off. So this is downtown Civic Plaza here, guys. So this is where we've done a lot of different events. This is also, for me, historically, was the place where I met Joanne May Spotted Bear at the very first Indigenous Peoples Day, and we had a rally and a march here. They marched around from Civic Plaza, went all the way around downtown and everything, and then came back for a rally here, which is now the Al Hurricane Pavilion. So this pavilion here, a lot of different things have occurred here, but this is where you know, I told Joanne May Spotted Bear that I'd love to get involved and help out and do what I can to help with the movement and the cause of the water. You know, being able to try to get the treaties that she was getting from the all the sovereign treaties she was getting, I believe, from like the Library of Congress and through no, I forget exactly who, but she was working really hard on securing those treaties. That way, the documents are always there, legal documents. And I told her, you know, I wanted to get involved in some way, and eventually, the way I got involved was just, you know, honoring and thanking water protectors for what they do. And eventually, you know, for every water drop that we sell, which helps to continue to gift out more and more water drops and to continue to honor many more water protectors from all over the world. My intention is that eventually, for every $10 water drop that we sell, for every one we sell, at least $1, 10%, can go towards clean drinking water for someone. So we can purchase a gallon or maybe several gallons of water for individuals. You know, I know right now for my family, I pay $2.50 for 5 gallons of water. You know, so we can definitely do something like that. You know, and I would love to bring clean drinking water to the people in need. And so this is where it all began, guys, right here. And we've done so many other things. We had the Wake Self, his, you know, his Wake Self's wake here, and so many other things. The Women's March, World Women Day. You know, we were just out here a weekend or two ago with the kids at the splash pad here, and they were enjoying themselves, getting wet and everything, and then we came out for the free backpack event, right? So here's the splash pad, guys. There's road, you guys right through there. So yeah, that's a splash pad, beautiful splash pad. So they got this water all set up for the kids. They can come out and play. And then up top, over here on the other side, they have, usually have like, oh yeah, the basketball courts are out. So they got basketball courts out if people want to come and shoot some hoops. I don't know if you can see the courts right there. And then they got artwork over here. So they have like an open art gallery right here for people to come check out. And then there's the playground over on this side. So, but we're gonna head over now. I just wanted to bring you to the Civic Plaza here so you can see it a little bit. Being that we're cruising around downtown Albuquerque. Trying to think of other things, other histories and stuff. This is a really cool park to play at. Very soft. They have like a soft kind of corking. Yeah, like it gets really soft. I try to pedal on here. But yeah, this is a really cool park, playground for the kids. With a huge, I don't know if you guys saw that. Here, let me try to show you this. This huge slide. So amazing. Look at this. Look at how wide that is. Like 20 kids could go down that one. Maybe not that many. Like at least 10 though. For real, like 5 on each side. And still have enough room. Yeah, that's awesome. Then they got this slide. And they got the jungle gym back there. And they got the tire swing over there. So yeah, this is a really cool little spot for the kids. And yeah, this is one of Luna's favorite spots to come and hang out and do the whole playing in the splash pad and everything. Trying to think of other things. Oh, so this building here, when we first arrived, I was saying how this is the Pyramid Hotel. Also used to be known as the Hilton, I believe. My brother used to work there. And yeah, that's a cool. Let's head down towards Aerosol Gallery and see if our friend Orlando's there yet. I know he's going to be printing on some shirts today, so maybe we can catch him with some silk screening. And yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's about it. Oh, let's go down this road here. We can talk about this building here. So this place right here, that's connected to the parking building. Here, let me get across the place. So this place right here used to be known as the District Bar and Grill. I don't know if you guys remember the District Bar and Grill, but this place used to have a really cool patio at the end here and a good scene. And they were even smart enough one time to open up this window here as like a walk up after the bars closed, like from midnight till like 3 or 4 a.m. they would open up the window for like takeout foods for people who needed to sober up and stuff. I thought that was so brilliant, so smart. Also, many, many years ago, this entire street right here was not a street, but an actual pedestrian walkway, and the whole thing was blocked off. They had a cool little area with grass, and like there was a place up here with like a stage. We had so many different events here. We performed all the time when I was in my band Chronic Logic, Element 37. This is the old district patio here. Used to go all the way back here, all the way back. So they had all kinds of patio seating back there. This is actually the open mic that my oldest child performed at 11 years old. First open mic ever. Got up on stage and was like, I want to play a song. Interrupted my song when I was performing and said, Dad, when I'm performing, I want to get up next and play a song. I'm like, okay, just let me finish my set. But that was cool. I believe that was with our friend, oh gosh, now I'm trying to think, Chuck Holly. And he was talking with her, sitting with her while I was on the stage, and, keeping her company. She was young, only 11 years old. And so he was, protecting her, keeping her company and things. And somehow they were talking about her playing and music and stuff. And he somehow talked her into, well, why don't you just try it here, and did it. And that was so awesome. This spot here, right next to the District Bar and Grill, this used to be Rowley's 4th Street Pub. And now it's called what? Hush? Hush. Shh. It's got a finger on the lip saying shh. Hush. Ultra Nightlife. This place used to be badass. They had a free taco bar on Fridays. You come in and you pay your way to get in, come see some music and stuff, right? And actually there was probably not a cover. I think you would just show up here and check out some music for free, and then you would just buy drinks, and they would just have a free taco bar every Friday, and you could just help yourself to tacos every Friday. And then we started doing a lot of different events and stuff here, and that was a lot of fun. The old Chronic Logic and Soup Days and Element 37. Now the spot right next door to them right here, this used to be Sauce and Raw. So Sauce was like Italian, like high-class Italian food, and Raw was a sushi bar. So it was Sauce and Raw, Liquid Lounge nightclub, basically a place to come and drink, the Liquid Lounge. And that place used to be popping for a really long time. One of the most, yeah, that place was popping for a long time. And then Anodyne, I didn't mention Anodyne, but Anodyne has been here for a really long time. And they're upstairs. They have a pool hall up there, and you got cocktails and pool hall. And they've always been right upstairs from this spot. This spot has been so many different places. Back in the day, it used to be like the Underground 211 or 311 or something like that. And they used to do like raves and things like that way back in maybe the late 90s, guys. I'm dating myself here. That was high school days or after high school. Back in the late 90s. Club Underground or Underground 311 or something like that. And I remember one time we had who's that band? They sing Red, Red Wine, stay close to me. I forget what band that is, but they came down one night and we got to meet them when one of our friends, DJ, I forgot which DJ that was. But now this is the sister bar, and it used to be many other things, but yeah, it's still going. And here, like I said, there's some of that graffiti and artwork when all the shops had shut down. Remember I was showing you from across the street? That one there. There's the Crest building with the other artwork I was showing you. I love the Crest building. That's such a cool building right there. Oh, and then let me see if I can show you. See how this tall building right there, see how it opens up in there? Just right there, right at that lower level, that's where we performed up top on that little balcony patio area. I don't know if we can see the patio from here or not. It's like a little hidden patio. You cannot see it. That's so interesting how they set it up. You can't see it at all. But it's right there. There's a patio, I promise you. Right there at that lower level. That's where we perform. So our music, it being in that kind of a cove, our music just got pushed out. So we performed for the whole downtown Albuquerque. Everyone heard Chronic Logic that night. That was the coolest part about that. All right, let's head down to the Aerosol Trading Post, Art Gallery, T-shirt printing, all that. Sorry, excuse me. We ride by a 505 food hall here. Marble Brewery, pizza, noodles, burgers, happy hour, lattes, coffee, espresso, pastries, Humble Coffee. You got lunch and dinner there. They're open right now. Man's Hat Shop. If you ever need some really good fedoras or Kangos or any good throwbacks, caps. All right, so let's just continue on down. Now, one thing. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay, that inspires me right there. Look at that. That's a photo of the Sandias with the river right there. That photo right there would be one. I want that. Who did that? That is such a beautiful photo right there. I would love to use that and then put my glass balloons hanging in front of that. That as the backdrop with my glass balloons hanging there. Wow. But with that, with the aspect ratio, I'd have to actually make different size balloons to make some look like they're really, really big and close in the foreground and some really, really tiny so they're far away in the background. That's a beautiful shot. I've got some cool ideas in the works on displaying my glass balloons soon, and that is one of the ideas, is having the Sandias in the background with the balloons hanging in the foreground. But that just gave me a whole perspective on how that looks. That's so cool. All right. So one thing that they've been pushing are these signs here. Along Route 66, we have a lot of vacant signs or abandoned signs, and they've been turning them into artwork. We are stronger together. I don't know what kind of ad that is. I think that's, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a Spider-Man ad, ain't it? Belonging to us begins with us. Okay. Spider-Man. All right, so now we're back here next to the old historic Golden West El Rey Theater and the Pacini's building and Inside Out and the Holocaust building right there across the way. That's actually a building. I didn't even point that one out. So right next door to the Launchpad Theater, you got this building here, the Holocaust building. I've always liked that building. For some reason, that building there reminds me of when I was in Pomona, California, and I was helping with Nancy Lopez setting up the Moon Maiden Glass Studio there. And that building looks exactly identical to how the ones in Pomona were set up. And I've always wanted that building as well. I've loved that building and the Crest building. So those are a couple of the buildings that I've kind of inspired to maybe have one day or be in or do some kind of art shows or something like that. So we'll see. I'm gonna wait a moment. Oh, you know what? Before we leave this area, let's go back here. So we're gonna go around the Pacini's building here behind the El Rey Theater. And oh wow, this whole wall is clean. There used to be a big old Keller Williams painting on here. This is all clean. That's a free Free wall right there, guys. What I mean by free wall is this. See how beautiful? We have murals come up and they do some beautiful artwork and stuff all over Albuquerque. We're known for our artwork and things like this. And here, let me turn around and you get this, the opposite side here as well. See? Beautiful mural work. That's what I mean by a free wall right there. But you know, they probably have a plan for it. Maybe they'll do an advertisement again for another band or something. Keller Williams was on there for I don't know how many years. All right, so let's get behind the El Rey Theater, the launch pad, Pacini's Golden West, which is now Inside Out. This parking lot here, back in the day before I used to perform music, I actually came to a skate demo. They brought out a portable ramp, a half pipe, and they set it up right here in the parking lot. And they had a skate demo right here. It was so awesome. I don't know who put that on. I don't know if that was put on by Launchpad or anyone here. But I just want to show you this also. But behind this building, when they started hitting up all the other buildings, then they really hit this up. Oh, look at that. Rest in peace, Jay Dilla. That individual apparently must have passed. I believe that's Salinas. So yeah, there's so much music right there. Al Hurricane with the patch right there. A lot of individuals. A lot of artwork here, guys. So we are pretty known for being an artsy kind of town here. Really, really cool. I love that. Lisa with Schroeder. Isn't that who that is? Schroeder? Alright, they got more mural and artwork down here too, down the alley. So the alleys got painted up quite a bit, guys. Really, really awesome. The other day, Violet Rising did a video, and I believe she hid something right behind that picture right there. She put like a little ticket to hide it right there, I think. But that was pretty cool. Okay, so we're getting closer and closer here. I don't know who this individual is on the lotus flower. Oh, there's also an animal. Sorry, I was looking at the picture to see what else I wanted to show you. And look it, you gotta show this guy. There's Animal and Beavis and Butthead. Oh, and look, there's SpongeBob. Didn't even notice him there. Word. Oh, that individual up there. Apparently, Erica Renee Harris. Born 87. Died 2019. Too bad. Well, there's a memorial there for her. Look at this individual. Rest in peace, Cookie Monster. DJ? Pioneer DJ? I don't know who that is. Are all these individuals passed? Is that what this is about? Pink Panther got canceled? Well, Lisa Simpson didn't get canceled. Party animal for Zach Thomas. That's what the animal drummer says up there. All right, let's keep on moving, guys. It's actually starting to heat up and get warm, and I need to get some work done today. So let's get to the shop here, see if they're here, and if not, I'll just do a little, little ride by and show off a little bit and talk about some things here. Another spot across the street here, next to the fire or the Bridgestone building, is OT Circus, and these individuals are another art gallery here, and they cater to the local artists here at OT Circus. And in the backside right there, in their little alley parking way, they do a lot of events, especially on Saturdays. So Saturday mornings, tomorrow morning, they'll have a market, the growers market down here at Robinson Park, which is right at 8th Street and Central. So we're approaching 8th Street now. This is the historic Hotel Blue, which used to be blue, but apparently they're working on it, and maybe it'll become blue again. Let's see. All right, so we're now approaching 8th Street, where the roundabout is, and sorry, excuse me, and downtown growers market. So right across the street here is the location for the downtown growers market at Robinson Park, right across from Hotel Blue, and where the roundabout is downtown, right here at 8th Street and Central. And then it cuts off to this street over here. So Central goes that way, and then there's another street right there, and that is Park Street. So where this car's coming from right here, that's Park Street, and then those cars are going up that way. That's Central. That's Route 66, and that continues on to Old Town. All right, so now we're here at 8th Street and Central, which is Route 66, and across the street right here, this beautiful building, 2-story, or even 3-story, because I believe they have a basement, is El Chante. And El Chante, they do a lot of events here. Our friend Bianca Encinas is part of this organization here, El Chante, Casa de Cultura, so the home of culture. And this is at 804 Park Avenue. This is El Chante right here, and they do a lot of work. They do a lot of work. That's all I'm gonna say. A lot of actions, a lot of work. They put in a lot for the community. All right, next door to them here, well, just 2 buildings down, is a place called Off Center. And Off Center, right here, they're known for a open art space. So, and all these places are closed right now, but you can come in here to Off Center, and you do. They have so many things. Oh, and look at that. They even have a free meal site. So if you want to know how to get free meals, Mondays and Tuesdays, open studio from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come as you are. Wednesdays, art therapy from noon till 2. Reading that sign up there. Thursday, ceramics from 10 to 1. Sewing club and sewing club. Oh, that's on Thursdays. I thought it was on Wednesdays. Okay, so Thursdays from 10 a.m. or from 2 to 4 sewing club. Oh, I thought it was later. Uh-oh, might not be able to do that. So yeah, there's a lot of different things going on, but this is a really cool spot. They also host a, oh look at, if you need free food, they got free food here for you at the Roadrunner. Also, if you guys need free food, there's a place that I know of called the Albuquerque Peace and Justice Center for Peace and Justice. And here, look at, there's another mural right across the street right there at that building. But the Albuquerque Peace and Justice Center every Saturday morning, so that'll be tomorrow morning. Show up at 9 a.m. That's at Harvard Street and Silver, just south of the university, south of UNM, just south of Central and east of Yale. So if you can get to the corner of Silver and Harvard at 9 a.m., all you gotta do is bring yourself and bring a box or bring some bags to carry some free food away with. And that's it. You just wait in line, be patient, follow the instructions. If they say grab one item from here or grab several items, you grab one item from the table or several items, whatever they instruct you to do. It's real simple. So yeah, go get yourself some free food every Saturday if you ever need. You know, times are rough all around for everyone. You know, they don't do any sort of financial investigation. They don't care what your income is. Everyone is welcome. So don't feel like, oh, I probably make too much. Like, no, if you feel like you need a little bit extra help in food, you want to go get some good bread, some good quality organics and things like that. That's one of the best food lines that I know of. Now this place here, downtown Java Joe's, I used to perform here on Saturdays. They do music usually, and they have some amazing breakfast burritos, good chili, red chili, green chili, and they're also, of course, Java Joe's. They're known for their coffee, right? This is a really cool historic spot. Also, I don't know if you guys recognize this place, but this is the building from Breaking Bad, and they blew up the building upstairs. I forget which, who was that they blew up? And I forgot what it was. They had some kind of chemical, and you add water to it, and then kaboom. Well, this was the windows and everything that got blown up right here. Java Joe's. All right, let's keep on rolling, guys. We're really, really close now to our friend's shop, so hopefully they're there. Hopefully we haven't beat them. And if we beat them, that's all right, because this has just been a nice, fun ride. But I don't got too much time to just hang out and wait. So I'm really hoping that he's there and I can give you guys a quick tour inside of Aerosol Trading Post. It's a new location that just opened here on Park Street. So getting through all of downtown, we're now pretty much at the end of the whole downtown area and before getting into Old Town. But right here, across the street on Park, and I believe this is 10th Street. Let me just verify that. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Park and 10th Street right here. Welcome to the Reynolds neighborhood. So we are in the Reynolds neighborhood. And you can see you got murals in the back. This is a Southwest Organization project here. They do a lot of things. Actually, Southwest Organizational Project, these people were set up at the Rail Yards Market many, many years ago when I used to volunteer, the very first years. And these guys were giving away free seed. And some of the free seed was corn. So I actually got some free corn kernels from them. And I if I remember correctly, it was only like a little baggie of about 9 corn kernel. And from the 9 corn kernel, I ended up harvesting 9 plants one year, which then gave me, I don't know how many ears of corn at that point, which then eventually led to, I don't know, hundreds of plants in the following year. So I really do appreciate Southwest Organizational Project and what they've done for our community and everyone here. So they're right here on the corner, right next door to our friend's shop. So let's go check it out and see if they're here. I'm off my bike right now, so we can just walk up and see. But I don't think anyone's home. I don't think anyone's here. All right, you guys ready to see it? Ready to see, ready to see? Here's the final reveal right here. Dun, dun, dun. I finally made it, guys. Aerosol Trading Post. Art gallery, now open, but they're closed. So, I guess down here in this little alleyway, they were setting up individuals doing some vending and stuff here. So I don't know if that wraps all the way around or how this all works. They got a little community here. If people stay here, if people live here, I'm not really sure. They got a park across the street. There's a middle school right down the way. Actually, I forget which one that is. I don't know if that's Washington Middle School. But they were they have a growers like a greenhouse there, and I helped with setting that up and doing some hydroponic stuff and things. And I wish we could look inside, but we can't. I can. Cool. I wish you guys can see. You kind of see. I see no one's in there. So, but yeah, like I said, I don't know if anyone stays here or sleeps here or anything like that. I just know that they work here from time to time and doing events and stuff. So we're waiting on Skoden. Where are you at, Skoden? All right. Well, he said that he was gonna possibly be here at like 8 in the morning, and I think it is 8 in the morning, right? Oh, look at community library. Take a book, leave a book. You got anything in here? Cool. You got the books. Anything good? Yeah, there's some good books. Nothing I'm interested in. All right, you guys. Well, I don't believe he's here, but I wanted to show you this spot here. And downtown Albuquerque, a little bit of downtown. I mean, we just went up a couple roads, just central, mostly Route 66. Oh, look at this. Movie in the park. September 8th. What movie? Rana Summer Series. Okay, they got different things. Friday, August 4th. That already passed. That was last Friday. Off-Center Arts Evening. Puppet performers. So here at the park, they have different things every Friday. Friday, June 2nd. Friday, July 7th. Friday, oh, is this the first Friday event? This could be first Friday event. So the next one will be Friday, September 8th, movie night. And then Harvest and Heritage Potluck on October 6th. Here, let me show you this. You guys can get a little information here if you want. Summer Series at Benny Hargrove Park. I never knew what that park was called. But there you go. If you want to pause it, get that information. All right, there you go. Movie in the park. All right, you guys. Well, I think I'm going to let y'all go. I was really hoping to see inside and get a look and show you guys around inside, show off some of the artwork that Skoden does and Saba. You guys probably know Saba. And one last thing I just want to share with you is the beautiful artwork that we have here. And this is one of my favorite mosaics here. The beautiful medicine heart, all the medicine wool colors. And then this here actually is a pillar with a lot of different sayings and different things on children, what they want to be when they grow up, and just inspirations and things. Inspirational tiles. Beautiful mosaics here. So Albuquerque is known for this kind of beauty here. But I think I'll leave you with that. And we'll take one last look downtown, all the way down Park Street and down Central, Route 66 right here. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and watching, for joining me on this fun little bike ride here. I'm going to let y'all go. and I got to get up back uptown and get some work done now. So love and blessings. We'll see you guys soon.